Mrs. Jackson, high school teacher from Kalamazoo, Michigan, the home of Derek Jeter, big favorite here in New York City. Yeah. And so, and your friend is a pal for many, many years, right? David, nice to meet you.
Hi.
How long you known Andy?
About 20 years.
And how did you meet him?
He worked for my parents' children's summer camp.
Aha. Probably a counselor or a teacher even then, huh?
Yes, he was.
Sure. And aren't you incidental in getting him to meet his wife as well? Didn't you play a role in that?
Well, no, she worked for the camp.
Oh, okay. And how did that happen then, Andy?
Well, she came to work for the camp, and camp's about 8 weeks long. The first week of camp, I said, "What are you doing on your day off?" And at the end of the summer, we went on a trip to the Grand Canyon, and I proposed, and we got married a year later.
So camp was more to you than shooting bows and arrows, huh?
It certainly was.
Yeah, good for you. Andy is a man of many talents. He's also a hog caller. As a matter of fact, a champion hog caller.
Yes?
Yeah, we in New York rarely call hogs, you know. We have our hands full with other animals, but not hogs. How do you call a hog anyway?
Well, you want me to demonstrate here? I think that's really the only way to do it.
Sure, I'd like to hear it.
Works better standing up, but I can do it from here. Sue, Sue, pick, 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 Sue. Pick, 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 pick.
And do they really respond to that?
Well, it's mostly done for entertainment now.
Yeah, right.
On our farm, if you banged a couple buckets together, the hogs would come
Sure.
running.
You're yelling Suey and the pigs are saying, listen to him. All right, you ready to go back to it?
Sure.
$32,000. Let's play. Here we go. Got 2 lifelines left. Here it comes. What conservative Israeli parliamentary group is named for the Hebrew word for unity? Likud, Meretz, Hadash, Shalom.
Okay. I know they are a conservative Israeli parliamentary group. Not sure about the Hebrew, but I'm gonna go ahead and go for this. A, Likud. Yeah, that's my final answer.
Yes, for $32,000. Likud. All right, he's got 2 lifelines, and he's 5 questions away from $1 million, and here it is for $64,000. I, Me, Mine is the title of what rock musician's 1979 autobiography? Pete Townsend, Brian Wilson, George Harrison, Mick Jagger.
Well, I'm not sure here. This is the 64?
This is the $64,000.
Or 64,000.
You got somebody who knows music on your lifelines?
I think I'll go ahead and take the 50-50.
All right. Computer, take away 2 of those wrong answers. Narrowing it down to Brian Wilson, George Harrison.
Well, that was the 2 I was leaning toward. I'm going to have to go ahead and use my phone a friend. I want to call my friend Gary.
What does he do?
He's a music teacher at our high school.
This is the guy we want, right?
I hope so.
AT&T, Gary, please.
Lawrence High School.
I'm looking. Hi, Regis Philbin calling from New York. I'm looking for Gary.
Gary is right here.
Good.
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Hi, I'm sitting here with Andy Jackson.
Okay.
And he's doing very well. He's going for $64,000 right now.
64,000, okay.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've narrowed down the answers to 2. He's going to come on, give you the question, and then the 2 possible answers, okay?
Okay.
All right, Andy, 30 seconds starting now.
Gary,
Yes.
I, Me, Mine is the title of what rock musician's 1979 autobiography? Brian Wilson or George Harrison?
Could you repeat the title of the book again?
I, Me, Mine.
I, Me, Mine.
Yes.
Biography of George Harrison.
Or Brian Wilson.
Brian Wilson.
What do you think? 6 seconds.
I would say George Harrison, but I'm not sure.
I was kind of leaning toward Brian Wilson when they first came up. So if I can guess here.
He's the music teacher. You're the economics man.
I understand that. I understand that.
It's a guess here.
It's a guess. He knows more about it than I do. I'm going to go ahead and say C, George Harrison.
Going with the music teacher. Final answer.
Final answer.
You said Brian Wilson. He said George Harrison. He was right for $64,000. There you go, Andy. Always listen to your teacher. All right, you won $64,000. Should you miss here, you lose $32,000.
Okay.
But take a look at this one now, Andy, for $125,000. What do the zygomatic muscles help you do? Smile, wink, sneeze, turn your head.
Well, I think I know,
Do you?
but I could be wrong.
How would you know this? You're an economics man.
Yeah, I'm an economics fan, but I read a lot of things and
All
things
right.
stick in my head.
Well, that's what we want. One of those things that's stuck in your head. Tell us what you're thinking.
Well, I think it's. I don't think it's D.
Turn your head.
Yeah.
What about smile?
I don't think it's smile.
Wink?
I'm between wink and sneeze, and I'm leaning toward sneeze. Sneeze is left from your diaphragm. Wink might be the eye. What's a lot of money to go for it on? $64,000 is a lot of money to me. I think I'm going to have to stop here and walk away.
Gonna walk away. Which would be your guess, Andy?
Sneeze.
Sneeze. He said sneeze. The answer is smile. Here's a nice check for you, Andy. Say hello to everybody. Good luck to you. $64,000. That's nice. I'll bet Andy is straining his